Welcome to Game of Performance presented by Michelin.
Motorcycles don't run on paper.
Is the devil.
Forgot to turn the page.
Feel the twist in my belly as my hope drops hard. Sending small smoke signals trying to reach the stars.
At the peak of performance motorcycles are the big super sports. And at the top of that heap today is the Ducati Panigale V4 S. And why is it at the top? It's because it ticks all the boxes. 211 bhp, check. Looks that could kill, check. All the electronics, check. Women want to marry you, check. Men want to be you, check. A 200 section rear tire, check. And finally, the engine format that dominates MotoGP today, a V4. Oh, check, yeah! But all that is on paper, and motorcycles don't run on paper. Today, we're at the BIC to find out what the V4S does on track.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? Just a taste before you run away. Dead and dreaming, alive and screaming. I never said you had nothing to fear.
The stunning power of the V4 obscures almost all of the other highlights of the Ducati. Coming out of any corner, the bike pulls so hard you feel like Superman once he makes a fist.
Bring me down.
And while most V4s sound like MotoGP engines but quieter, the V4S unique firing order makes it sound like a particularly evil Ducati. This engine checks all the boxes for me. More power than the Prime Minister, more authority than your school principal, and it has more in reserve than your mother.
Ordinarily, when you get overwhelmed by sheer power, you just blast out of the corners cackling like a drunk. But not on the V4. The sophisticated electronics, the Orleans suspension, that spells magic and sorcery. Once that 211 bhp shock passes, you're just not scared anymore. It's like you learned to surf 10 minutes ago, and then suddenly you find yourself at the crest of a 50-foot wave. You're feeling confident and thrilled. That is wizardry.
The Ducati lets you get on with looking farther ahead, rolling on the throttle more, leaning the bike more. It encourages you to push harder without scaring you. I don't know how they've done that. Mind blown? Check. There is more than sophisticated electronics helping you out though. There is also the most sophisticated traction control, wheelie control, pace yourself control, and God knows what else control baked smoothly in. Each system promotes rider talent more than prevent them from becoming India's latest satellite launch. This is amazing! Ride like a hero? Check!
The Panigale V4 would be all of those things even if it looked like a 4-day-old hot dog. But that's not Ducati's way. The simple, uncluttered lines are so Ducati, completely new and yet so familiar.
From the recessed headlights to the magnesium details and that airy tail end, there's just so much on this bike to look at. All of that performance, and yet it's so beautiful. It's Mia Clark meets Amelia Khalifa. Impossible? Check. My God, this motorcycle should not be possible. It's just too freaking brilliant.
But there is a problem. Shumi forgot to turn the page over. There are more boxes to be checked off. Usually, I have a problem with old men, but this time around, it's with the new Ducati Panigale V4 S. However, there is a manufacturer who solved all these problems 5 years ago.
Ducati simply cannot disappear on the Aprilia V4 RF. The Aprilia was already making 204 PS, it had the amazing MotoGP 250cc chassis and an electronics package, the APRC, that stunned the world. It's fast, friendly and very fast. The 2019 version now gets the 1100cc engine and winglets.
Shumi, the RF is great. I think it ticks more boxes than the V4S, including the ones you didn't want to see. The V4S here heats up like a dog in mating season, and Ducatis are famous for this. The RF, on the other hand, absolutely no issues. And the 260 section rear tire, you know it's unique, and when you change it, the traction control acts up. And where do you even buy it? The RF was doing most of what the V4S does now 5 years ago. Would you still prefer the V4 then? Because the V4 RF is gone.
I chose not to turn the paper over, Varun, because the Panigale V4 S is superb. So good that the devil isn't in the details. In fact, there's nothing else on the market like it right now. If the V4 RF is God, the Ducati Panigale V4 S is the devil, my boy.
Feel the twist in my belly as my hope drops hard. Sending small smoke signals trying to reach the stars.
Thanks for watching Game of Performance presented by Michelin.